A teen from Missouri delivered what Kelsea Ballerini called the highest stakes performance during the blind auditions on The Voice. Trevon Dawson, 17, from Colcamp, Missouri, took the stage with a powerful rendition of Religiously, the title track of Bailey Zimmerman's debut studio album. Throughout Dawson's performance, Ballerini looked toward fellow voice coach Adam Levine and beamed, "You're gonna get a country artist. It's fate." It wasn't long before Levine turned his chair for Dawson, scoring a country artist for Team Adam after years of competing for them against former coach and award-winning country star Blake Shelton. Ballerini said Levine hit the jackpot with Dawson. "You arguably had the highest stakes performance because our teams are full," Ballerini told Dawson, referencing herself and fellow coaches Michael Bublé and John Legend. "There is one spot left for this season, and it's Adam's. And he is tough because Blake has broken his heart over and over and over again." 16 seasons is a long time of loving a genre that you just don't get to do because of Blake. Maybe this is fate. Kelsea Ballerini, a country pop superstar who is known for her chart-topping tunes such as Peter Pan and Half of My Hometown, has solidified her position as a formidable force in the world of music. The career of Kelsea Ballerini has been distinguished by amazing achievements and unquestionable skill, beginning with her breakthrough moments in the country music industry and culminating in her powerful journey as a coach on the popular show The Voice. On the other hand, even someone as talented as Kelsea Ballerini has had to overcome her fair share of obstacles, particularly when it comes to the high-pressure situations that come with coaching on a show as tough as The Voice. During a recent interview, Ballerini disclosed a particularly memorable event that she referred to as the audition with the highest stakes on The Voice. It should come as no surprise that tensions are high on a program like The Voice, which features a large number of amazing singers competing for the opportunity to become famous. However, Kelsea's viewpoint on what made this audition stand out is a testament to the unique demands and emotions that are involved in being a coach on a show like The Voice. Taking out the burden of responsibility. Kelsea finds that one of the most defining aspects of her role as a coach on The Voice is not simply the opportunity to watch exceptional singers perform. Rather, it is the weight of responsibility that comes with the obligation of molding the careers of the contestants. The Voice, in contrast to other reality television series, is not simply about advancing a contestant to the finals. Rather, it is about preparing them for a career in music that will last a lifetime. The strong competition, the national limelight, and the obstacles that come with leading emerging musicians through the ups and downs of the music industry all contribute to the magnifying effect of this obligation. When she was reflecting on what she regarded to be the highest stakes audition, Kelsea did not just talk about the technical aspects of the performance. She also talked about the emotional roller coaster that comes with working with musicians on such a huge platform. An explanation was given by Kelsea, who stated, "You are not just taking someone on for the ride of the show. They are about to embark on the journey of their entire professional lives. In so many different ways, you are influencing their future. Therefore, when you witness an artist come onto that platform and give it their all, you are aware that the subsequent events could drastically change the course of their career. The pressure is really high. In addition, I believe that this is the reason why I consider this audition to be the one with the highest requirements. A situation with high stakes. During one of the live audition rounds on The Voice, which is a crucial stage in which the stakes are quite high, the audition that Ballerini was alluding to happened. This specific contestant attracted Kelsea's eye in a manner that was distinct from the other members of the competition, despite the fact that the show had already witnessed amazing talent walk through its doors. The participant, a young woman who had triumphed over personal challenges in order to arrive at this point, gave a performance that was so raw and passionate that it immediately struck a chord with Ballerini. From the very beginning, Kelsea was aware that this was not merely another audition. Rather, it was a moment that had the potential to either make or break the destiny of this young talent. Kelsea was aware of the level of competition they were up against, despite the fact that the contestant's voice was breathtaking and her devotion was indisputable. "I could see the nerves, I could feel the emotion, and I just knew that she was putting everything on the line in that moment," Kelsea remembered. but I knew that she was putting everything on the line. I could feel the strain building up. There were a great number of talented people in her immediate vicinity, and she was just one of many individuals who were vying for their chance to be in the spotlight. And at that moment, it dawned on me that it was no longer just about her voice. Rather, it was about the decision that I was going to make for her future. Apprehension over letting down another person. In her capacity as a coach, Ballerini takes her job very seriously because she is aware that the artists she collaborates with are entrusting her with a significant portion of their lives. On the other hand, Kelsea recounted the worry that she was experiencing at the time of this specific audition. She was afraid not only of the decision that she was about to make, but also of the possibility that she would disappoint the artist. An emotional responsibility was placed on the competitor since, despite the fact that she had put everything she had into her performance, there was still a possibility that Kelsea would not turn her chair. For Kelsea, the experience was about more than just selecting the greatest voice. It was about recognizing raw talent, learning the past, and genuinely wanting to offer the artist the chance that was best suited to them. It was a burdensome notion to consider the possibility of being the person who would either let down the artist's heart or, even worse, turn away someone who has unquestionable potential. The way that you feel when you are sitting in that chair is difficult to put into words, she added. It's a hard thing to describe. This burden, this obligation, is something that you feel. In the event that you do not turn your chair, you are aware that it may indicate that they do not have another opportunity. It is not enough to just triumph over the other competitors. The important thing is to give them the opportunity they deserve. The sensitivity that Kelsea displayed at this very time was startling. It brought to light the very emotional and empathic part of her coaching method. She is not only there to provide feedback or coaching, but also to accompany these artists through some of the most significant events in their life. The emotional stakes are not only about the performance of the individual, they are also about what happens later, which are more commonly known as the ripple repercussions of that decision. The decision, the act of turning the chair. The moment when Kelsea finally turned her chair, despite the enormous pressure that was being applied to her, was a defining point in the audition. The fact that the competitor possessed an extraordinary amount of talent was not the only thing that made the moment particularly meaningful. The emotional connection that had been established throughout the performance was also a crucial factor. Kelsea made the decision with the knowledge that it had the potential to significantly alter the artist's life. It was not a decision that was taken on impulse, rather it was a choice that was deliberate and the result of careful consideration. I had the impression that it was more than just a victory for her when I turned back at that precise time. According to Ballerini, it felt like a win for me as well. Every single one of us came out on top. What I had seen in her was something that I felt the entire world would see if they were given the opportunity. Kelsea was able to establish a more profound connection with the competitor after she turned her chair. She was able to provide the contender with direction, encouragement, and a sense of hope for the future. When it comes to a show like The Voice, when feelings are running high, the instant detection of a connection between a coach and a competitor is invaluable. The importance of having an effect. The highest stakes audition that Kelsea Ballerini participated in was not only about the aspiration of a single individual to become a famous performer, rather, it was a reflection of her own idea of what it is to leave an impression that will stay. Ballerini is a seasoned artist herself, so she understands how much it means to have someone believe in you and to take a chance on you when the odds are stacked against you. I have a deep understanding of the significance of having someone recognize your artistic abilities and have faith in you. Therefore, when I turn my chair over to someone, I want to make sure that I am providing them with everything that they deserve, not just a seat on my team, but also a future in this profession, Ballerini explained. In recent years, Kelsea has developed a profound comprehension of the emotional weight that comes with the possibility of bringing about a positive change in the life of another individual. It's not just about the grand moments and the impressive performances. It's also about making a difference in people's lives and careers. Taking chances on individuals who might not have been given the opportunity otherwise and providing them with the resources they require to be successful is the focus of this endeavor. Final thoughts. Kelsea Ballerini's audition on The Voice, which was considered to be the highest stakes audition, illustrates not only the stresses of a competitive show, but also the deeper emotional currents that have guided her as a coach. Recognition of potential, cultivation of talent, and assisting musicians in locating their real path in the music industry are all important aspects of the process. It is not enough to just choose the singer with the most polished performance or the finest voice. It is via this high-pressure situation that Ballerini's genuineness, empathy, and dedication to her competitors are brought to the forefront, establishing her as more than simply a coach, but a genuine mentor in every sense of the term.